If you are the person who fixes everyone else's problems at 2 a.m., I have some bad news for you. You aren't just nice. You are employing a survival strategy that is destroying you. People probably call you a saint. They call you the strong one. But deep down, you are exhausted. You are running on empty, and I'm about to tell you why. If you are the fixer in your relationships, you have 5 hidden psychological traits that are driving this behavior. And I'm warning you right now, trait number 3 is going to make you angry, but you need to hear it. Trait 1, abandonment. Let's start with the first trait. You represent safety to everyone else because you are terrified of being abandoned. Now, don't scroll past this. This fear doesn't look like desperation. It looks like competence. It looks like being indispensable. Think about it. When you fix everyone's problems, you create an insurance policy. If they need you, they can't leave you. If you are useful, you are safe. I had a client, let's call her Sarah. She managed her partner's finances, his emotions, even his family drama. But when I asked her, what would happen if you stopped fixing everything? Her face went pale. She said, he'd realize he doesn't need me, and he'd leave. That is the trap. Every problem you solve is just another brick in a wall you are building to keep abandonment out.
You are buying love with your labor, and that is not sustainable. Trait 2, self-worth. You have a transactional sense of self-worth. I don't mean you have low self-esteem. You know you're smart, you know you're capable, but you have convinced yourself that your value comes from what you do, not who you are. Think about the last compliment you received. Was it, I love your soul? Or was it, you're so helpful, you're so strong, I don't know what I'd do without you? See the pattern? They aren't praising you, they are praising your utility. And here is the harsh truth. You treat yourself like a utility, and then you wonder why everyone else treats you like an employee. When you aren't fixing something, you feel invisible. And that is a prison of your own making. Trait 3, control. Okay, trait number 3. This is the one you aren't going to like. You are addicted to control. I can hear you protesting. I'm not controlling, I'm just helping. No, you are managing outcomes. When you fix someone's problems, you are reducing uncertainty. Because if you aren't in control, they might fail, they might get hurt, and your anxiety cannot handle that. So you step in, you fix, you take the wheel. But by constantly saving people, you are actually robbing them of the most important thing in life, the ability to learn from their own mistakes. You are keeping them dependent. You are keeping them weak. And deep down, some part of you wants them to stay weak. Because if they ever became strong enough to not need you, who would you be then? Trait 4, avoidance. Trait number 4 is the mirror effect. You are fixing them to avoid fixing yourself. It is so much easier to focus on your friend's toxic relationship than to look at your own empty one. It is easier to fix your sibling's career than to face your own dead-end job. Other people's chaos is a drug. It gives you a convenient excuse to say, I'll work on my life once things calm down. But things never calm down because you keep finding new broken people to fix. We surround ourselves with broken people because their brokenness makes us feel whole by comparison. Their chaos makes our stagnation look like stability. Trait 5, unlovability. And finally, trait number 5, the core wound. You do not believe you deserve unconditional love. You believe love is a wage. You have to earn it. You have to work for it. You have to sacrifice for it. You fix and you give and you perform because you are terrified that if you stop working, the love will disappear. But real love, genuine love, it isn't a reward for good behavior. It exists not because of what you do, but because of who you are. If you have never been in a relationship that was easy, where you didn't have to save anyone, it's not because those relationships don't exist. It's because you don't think you deserve them. So, how do we break this? Stop looking for projects and start looking for partners. Set boundaries that make you feel guilty and then hold them anyway. And most importantly, learn to receive. Let people help you. Being the strong one is not a life sentence. You can resign from that job today. If this video stung a little bit, it means you needed to hear it. Do me a favor. Send this to the friend who never asks for help because they are the one who needs it most.